Hi everyone! So this is part 3 of our writing assignment this week, our language assignment I should say, and I bet you can maybe guess that I'm showing you the unusual animal I decided to research right here on my screen. Does anyone know its name? Maybe some of you know that this creature is called a star-nosed mole, and that's because of its unusual star-shaped nose. As you can see, it's right here, pink star on the nose. Okay, so what I'm going to do today is take you through my research, what I discovered about star-nosed moles, and then I'm going to demonstrate how I'm going to take my research notes and turn them into a criminal rap sheet for my mole. Let's go to the top. Okay, so I just filled this part out pretty quickly. So the name of the animal was a star-nosed mole. And this word classification might be new, or we might need to review it for some of you. A classification just means what type of animal is it? Is it a fish? Is it a bird? Is it a reptile? So these star-nosed moles are mammals, just like us. Okay, I had to give it a nickname, so I called it an octopus lips, and I'm sure that you can see why. I found out that star-nosed moles only live 3 or 4 years. That's their lifespan. That's what lifespan means. It's how long they live for. Now, I focused on its unusual features, but you could have also focused on the unusual behaviors of your animal. So these moles actually look like ordinary moles, but they have one main difference, and it's that they have a pink star-shaped nose that has 22 tentacles that stick out like arms. And there's actually 11 tentacles on each side. I thought that was so fascinating. So I'll just go down to the picture. Their noses are actually symmetrical. If you split them in half, one half would have 11 little tentacles, and the other half would also have 11 tentacles. I thought that was really, really interesting. So this word habitat means where the animal lives. Okay, so these actually live with us in North America. They could be running around in the woods or hopefully not in the city right where we live. They eat mostly insects and worms, and I put yuck there, not my favorite foods. And then I had to think about some criminal activity. So I'm going to be posting some words, some descriptive words you can use to describe criminal activities that your animals may be taking part in, because I know these are probably a little bit unfamiliar, and I want to give you lots of options and new vocabulary that you can use. But I was thinking about my mole and how moles like to dig tunnels. And sometimes they dig tunnels where they're not supposed to. And so my mole's criminal activity is going to be trespassing. They love building tunnels into people's yards without an invitation. I also thought another criminal activity could be that they like to threaten their predators with with kisses from their very yucky pink nose. So I thought those could be 2 different criminal activities that they might be involved in. Okay, so that's my research. Let's flip over and take a look at what you're going to be doing today, and I'll show you how I would do that. So this is our criminal rap sheet. You're just going to be filling this information out. So I've already filled out the name of my animal, a star-nosed mole. I actually think it's called star-nosed. Fix my mistake there. And now I have to decide what this mole is wanted for. So I have to decide between my 2 ideas. And I actually think that the trespassing idea is my best one, so I'm going to type that here. I'm going to say trespassing into people. I'm going to actually be even more creative and say into innocent people's yards and wrecking their gardens. That is a huge crime for these moles. Of course, they don't know they're doing that, but people really don't like to get moles in their yards. Okay, so that's the crime that I can imagine my animal being wanted for. Let's go over here next. So this part of the rap sheet just has us repeat the name of the animal. So I'm going to write that now. And criminal name is kind of like the nickname you would come up with. Like, what would some of the other criminal moles be calling this mole, this girl or boy mole? Um, so I think I'm going to stick with the nickname that I came up with on my research, which is octopus lips. The funny features, well, I think we all know it has one main funny feature. It has a pink star-shaped nose with 22 tentacles. Yuck. Okay, what is this creature known to eat? Insects and worms. Its lifespan, I don't know if you remember, but it was 3 to 4 years. Found that out. Now, sightings. I have to think about where this mole might have been seen last because he's wanted, right? The police are after this mole. So I should say Morse Street Public School Playground. That's the last place he was sighted. And oh my goodness, he's been digging his tunnels there. Previous arrests. Now, this part of the rap sheet, you have to imagine your animal has been already arrested for something that some other thing that they've gotten themselves into, some other type of trouble. So I'm going to say my other idea here, threatening predators with goopy kisses. That's what I'm going to say is their other previous arrest. The predators did not like that one little bit. Down here, real police do this. They have to always write down the name of which detective investigated a crime. So we're going to be using our own name. So for me, it's Ms. Toombs. And then the case number, you can just make that up. I put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, here is a big box where you can insert a picture of your animal. So I'm just going to remind you how to do that. Come on up to the Insert button on your Google slide. Click on that. Choose Image, right? That means picture. And then you're going to come over to this side and you're going to search the web. That's going to pull up a Google search right on your slide. It's so convenient. Oh, my computer's a little slow. Okay, so now I'm going to type in what I'm looking for. A star-nosed mole. And I have many pictures to choose from. Hopefully you also get many pictures when you search your strange or unusual animal. You can always search for pictures on a regular web page and copy that image into this box, but hopefully it will come up here because it's nice and convenient. I've already used this picture, so maybe I'll choose this one because it really shows its nose. So you click on the picture that you like. Oh, and then, oh, you know what? Usually it doesn't do that. Let's try a different picture. Maybe this one. Click on the picture that you like, and then the little insert button should pop up here. Now that first picture, it popped up in a different place. You could probably insert it still, but I don't really want to take my chances, so I'm going to choose this one. So maybe we'll choose the pictures where the insert box pops up at the bottom. You click on insert and it's going to plop it right into your Google slide. Once it's in your Google slide, you just come over and hover right on top of it with your mouse if you're using a laptop, or you can just drag it with your finger if you're using a tablet, and you click on it or drag it right where you want it. You can make it bigger. And then since this frame is tilted, a cool feature you can actually use is at the very top of the square that's in the middle on the top of your picture, there's a small little dot. If you hover up to that dot, you can actually rotate your picture to have it match the tilt in the frame, but you don't have to do that. That's just if you feel like it. Maybe I'll make it a little bit bigger. There we go. And that's the end. I hope this video was helpful. I'm really excited to read your most wanted criminal rap sheets for the animals that you researched because I'm really interested to find out more about strange and unusual animals. Bye for now.